It's Caroline, and this is the most beautiful thing I've ever made. Or at least, I think it is. This is the physical desire I want to turn into you, Everasking Edition, which is 2 discs inside a hardcover book. Let's unbox this thing. Carefully. The Everasking Edition is a complete archive of all the photography made in collaboration with Aidan Zamiri around this album. The Everasking cover is the same train, but a different scene. The black void is visible through the window, and the whole image is sunburned through the page onto the other side. And this is where the vinyl lives, tucked inside each cover. The pockets are the perfect dimension, so the vinyl doesn't get stuck coming in or out. All the songs from the original record live on the first disc, which is tucked in the front. And then the songs on the deluxe are on the second disc, which lives in the back. The vinyl itself is a milky clear. Perhaps you've already noticed that the original songs are color-coded cream, whereas the Everasking tracks have black labeling. That color coding carries on throughout the whole book. But let's start from the top. Original cover, track listing, welcome to my island, and look how good this looks. The graphic design is so deeply integrated with the songs and the pictures, done in collaboration with graphic designer Isha Dipikawalia. As an obsessive music fan myself, this is what I want out of a deluxe. Every song, lyric, credit, picture, all in one place. Sunset. Crude drawing of an angel. This is one of my favorite songs on the album, and pictures too. There are 2 gatefolds inside the album. The first is for Blood and Butter. This photo wants some space to spread out. Mostly so you can see the Bunny as a Rider button. Fly to You is on the back side. I love the way the 2 songs look mashed onto one page together here. Fun fact about Hope Drunk Everasking: I rewrote the lyrics 4 times on this one. There are 2 versions of Butterfly Net on the Everasking Edition, but this is the original one. Oof, I love the design of smoke. One thing I love about shooting with Aidan Zamiri is that we try to capture everything in camera. See those mountains in the distance? Those are cutouts. Might I draw your attention to these beautiful red symbols? More on that later. Billions. This is the first photo ever made in the Desire era, and it's also the last song on the album. Here's where Everasking starts kicking off. We go from the cream into the black. This is a Q&A. This is a definitive interview where I'm asked questions by all the key collaborators across the album. And this flow chart is an answer to the question of How are all the motifs connected across this album? Now you know. Now we are firmly ever asking. These are some of the images I couldn't leave out. Even though they weren't single artworks, they had to be in here. Moving right into the songs from Desire. Dang. Now you can see up close and personal the swan makeup executed by Anna Takahashi. And yes, that is a glass of actual chartreuse. Spring is Coming with a Strawberry in the Mouth is a cover. And the original writer of the song, Roger Doyle, allowed me to interview him for this book. As you can see, he goes in on my question of how the song got written. Butterfly Net featuring Wiseblood. Fun fact, we rehearsed the photo pose the night prior to make sure it was actually possible. Wiseblood interviews me here, and so does Dido. Meanwhile, once again, the little red emblems are carrying through the black pages. This is my favorite press portrait. This whole section of the Everasking Edition was a place for some of these press portraits to go, some of which never would have gotten printed otherwise, like this one. Now everything lives together in one place. Gambler's Prayer, another black void, and then Long Road Home. Shout out to OPN. This one gets a triple page gatefold. You simply have to admit this is hot. Now we have one final page with a previously unreleased photo and a really special interview with Aidan Zamiri about the process of making all these images together. So those little red symbols, here's where they get explained. It's a key. Each symbol indicates a different photo shoot, complete with location, date, and every single member of the crew who worked on it with me. And on the other side, we've got the text from the Billions book, just to close things out. And for symmetry with the front, the sunburn of the back cover. And that's it. The Everasking Edition of Desire I Want to Turn Into You. Hardcover, double disc, yours.